Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to macro and grow a garden so that you can get all the rarest seeds, gears, eggs, craft infinite items, buy from traveling merchants, and even get all the items from the new Safari event shop. So the first thing you're going to do is you need to have AutoHotkey installed on your computer. So you can do that by going to autohotkey.com, which I've linked in the description, and then click this download button. And you're going to want to download v1.1. I know that it says it's deprecated, but the macro will not work with 2.0, so you have to use 1.1. Okay, once you have AutoHotkey installed, you need to download the actual macro. So you can do that by going to my GitHub page, which I've also linked in the description, scrolling down to right here where it says Assets, and then click on the source code zip. Then it'll start downloading right up here. Now, one thing I do want to mention, if you do already have the macro, you can just use the auto update feature, so just whenever you run the macro, it will prompt you to update to the newest version. Okay, and then once the file is installed, you can open it up, then right click extract all, then click browse. And you're going to want to choose where you want the macro to be installed. Then click select folder and extract. And then it's going to extract all the files. And there we go, it opens up the macro. So what you're going to need to do to actually run the macro is open up this macro.ahk file. And there you go, see that the macro pops up on your screen. So now we're going to go through all of the settings and everything you can customize in the macro. Okay, so whenever you open the macro, you'll see these 4 buttons: Shops, Events and Crafting, Settings, and Start. So first we're going to go over the Shops menu. So we have Seeds, Gears, Eggs, and Merchants. So then, whenever you click on one of these, it'll show up with all of these individual checkboxes, so you can individually select which seeds you would like the macro to buy, or you could use this button down here to select all of the seeds, or to select none of the seeds. I'm just going to select all of them, and then once you're done choosing, click the Done button, and you'll return to the main menu. You can do the exact same thing with the Gears menu. Here we go, you can select all, select none, and the Eggs menu. Next up we have the Merchants. So when you click the Merchants button, you'll see a list of all the merchants: No Merchant, Sky Merchant, Honey, Sprinkler, Summer, Fall. And then when you click on each of these, it pops up with another menu where you can select all of the items you would like it to buy from that merchant. So let's just do that for the Honey Merchant, Sprinkler Merchant, Summer Merchant, and the Fall Merchant. Okay, that's everything for the Shops tab. So next we're going to go to the Events and Crafting tab. So once you go to the Events and Crafting menu, you'll see Seed Crafting, Crafting, Safari Event, and then in a couple days I will be adding the Season Pass shop as well, so that will also be located under there. So let's start with the Seed Crafting tab. It's in here, instead of having checkboxes, you'll have one of these buttons where you can select none, or you can select a specific item that you would like the macro to craft. And then the same thing here for the regular crafting tab. Okay, next up we have the Safari event, and in here it's just like the other shop tabs, but it has all of the items in this Safari shop over here. I may also add in here to automatically submit plans to the Safari, but that is not there yet. It will be in a couple days though. Okay, next we have the Settings tab. Okay, so the first tab is General. Auto Align Camera I would definitely leave on. It just makes your life a lot simpler, so you don't have to manually align the camera whenever you use the macro. Next we have the Use Event Lantern setting, and what this does is you can choose, if you choose to turn it on, it'll to get to the event, you'll use the event lantern to automatically teleport, and then just walk over. Or if you don't turn that on, then it will just go to the cell area and walk over to the event. So it really doesn't matter whatever you choose here. It's really just if you don't have a ton of event lanterns, then you can just turn it off. Okay, next we have the hotkeys tab. So right here we have the start hotkey. It's defaulted to F1, pause hotkey F2, and stop hotkey F3. You can change these to whatever you want. Then we have our recall wrench slot and event lantern slot. It's default to recall wrench in 2 and event lantern in number 3. But if you have them somewhere else in your hotbar and you want to keep them there, like let's say we have our recall wrenches in number 5, then we can change recall wrench slot to 5 and it'll automatically press 5 to use the recall wrenches. Okay, next we have the positioning tab. Nothing in here is important yet. And then finally we have the new auto reconnect tab. Okay, so first up we have our VIP server link. Now the way you can find this is if you go to your Roblox page to where you have your private server, then you can click these 3 dots, click configure, then you see down here private server link. You can copy this, but then what you're going to actually want to do is you go up here and paste the link, then click enter, and it'll redirect you to a new link, and this is the true private server link. So we're going to go up here and copy this. Then we can go in here and paste that link in, and then it'll know how to join our private server. Okay, and then right here is the auto reconnect setting. So if you want it to automatically reconnect you if you get disconnected, then just turn it on, and if not, turn it off. And right here we have the test reconnect button. So you can just press this to make sure that it's able to get into your private server properly. So I'll just show you. Hold on. You do actually have to save the server link before testing it. Okay, there we go. Closes Roblox. And now it's going to open the private server link. And then it opens Roblox. Waits for the game to load. Okay, and then the game is loaded, and it continues with the rest of the stuff that the macro does. Okay, that's all the settings on the actual macro. Now there is one setting that we do need to change on Roblox, just to make sure that the macro can work. And that setting is your UI navigation toggle. You need to make sure this is on, because what that does is it lets the macro use this selector to interact with all the UI and buy stuff from the shops. Okay, so that's all the settings we need to go over. Now to actually run the macro, you can either press the start button or whatever hotkey you've chosen as the start hotkey. So I'm just going to press F1, and there you go. See, it starts aligning the camera. And then we can press F3 to stop, and the macro pops back up on our screen. Now one thing I wanted to say is that if you're having any trouble with getting stuff to work with the macro, please just let me know in the comments. I am happy to hear any feedback. It can help you with any issues that you are having. Okay, I think that's it for the tutorial. Now I'm going to show you a demo run so you can see just how the macro works.